Hey everyone, it's Deborah Sunderland. How are you? Sunderland Coaching. I have noticed that I giggle because every CEO can agree to this, no matter who I talk to, no matter what industry they're in, no matter how long their company's been around, no matter how large their company is. A CEO tends to take on more than their responsibility. And then when they're in that place, they lose their vision and where they're going in their company because they're caught in the weeds. And how they do that typically, and see if this resonates with you, they get concerned about someone on their team maybe not doing the work they need to be doing, or doing it the way they want it done, or as quickly as that they want it done. So they step in and help them without being asked, or do it for them. Or they might go on a call with a potential new client because it could be a really big client and we want to make sure that we show up the best to hopefully get this as a client. Or it could be an issue happening with a current client and you don't trust that they're really going to take care of this issue or unwanted outcome the way you do, the way you would. So you go in to make sure it's cleaned up the way you want it to. And what it's saying to your team is, I've got this, and I don't trust that you do. So I need to step in and help you. We think helping is great, but it's not. Because the way we learn is by failing. And failing isn't failure unless we're learning. And so I'd like for you to look at failure as feedback. Unless you want to be babysitting your people all the time, you're going to be in the weeds all the time, which means you're not going to be growing your business as you'd like because you're not at the helm. And that means you're going to be hitting icebergs. You're going to have loss because you aren't seeing what's ahead, and you're not being intentional to prepare for what's ahead because you're back in the back, or you're underneath the boat. So my want for you is to start to build trust with your team and to out that you're anxious or you're frustrated when you make up the story about what you're believing about them or the situation, how important it is, and you're worried that something might fall apart or not get cleaned up, and you're wondering if you can have a discussion and get their perspective on how they want to handle it. Because every time you step in, you're taking away from their growth, you're taking away from their power. And we want to empower our people, not disempower. And every time you step in, you're disempowering them. We learn when we test the waters, when we go out there and try something. But if you won't let them fully try, you're only putting them in a little box to try in. And your people don't need a box, they're adults. And you want to hire people who want to be learners and growers. Some people don't want to learn and grow. So are those really your people? Do you want to learn and grow? As a CEO, owner of your company, founder, you must be learning every day or your business isn't growing. Where you are uncomfortable, like trusting and letting go, that's a lot of discomfort. But discomfort is required for you to grow. And if you aren't growing, your business isn't growing. Love your feedback on this. Please let me know how this model that I just explained to you, you playing the hero role, taking on more than your responsibility, might be causing exhaustion, keeping you from where you want to be, keeping you from growing your revenue even, all the things. I want you to see the pattern and remember you're not the pattern. And be with the part of you that's anxious or fearful or frustrated. Feel your feelings all the way through. Take some breaths. Our feelings only last 90 seconds. So feel your breath, feel your feelings all the way through. They won't kill you. And they're here for wisdom, but you can't get the wisdom from them if you're shoving your feelings down. We'll talk about that next time. Thanks. Sending you a huge hug.